Today in Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana, we are going to study about Grishma Rutucharya. Okay. So Grishma Rutu, it's the last Rutu which comes under Adana Kala. So here Madhura Rasa is predominant and it is a Vata Sanchaya Kala. So Grishma is Kapha Prashamana Kala and Vata Sanchaya Kala. Kapha accumulates in Shita Kala, aggravates in Vasanta, and mitigates in Grishma Rutu. So Grishma Rutu is Kapha Prashamana Kala and Vata Sanchaya Kala. Because, so why Grishma is Vata Sanchaya Kala? It is because of Adana Rokshat. So Adana Rokshata. Rokshata is one of the main quality of Vata dosha, as you know, isn't it? Tatra Roksho, Lagu Shitaha, Karaha Sukshmaschalo Anila. So because of the Adana Rokshata, because of the dryness effect of Adana Kala, so Vata get accumulates in Grishma Rutu. And one more reason is Ratri Alpa Bhavataha. So during Grishma Rutu, the duration of the night hours are very less. Okay. So because of the lesser duration of the night hours, the Vata get aggravates. Okay, so that's what Vata accumulates in the body naturally in Grishma Rutu. Clear? So Adana Rokshat, then Ratri Alpa Bhavataha. Clear? So Grishma Rutu, it is mid-May to mid-July. So still we are in Grishma Rutu only. Clear? So still we are in Grishma Rutu only. So Grishma Rutu includes Jyeshtha and Ashadha Masa, isn't it? From July 9th onwards. So if you know the calendar, the Hindu Panchanga, from 9th onwards, the Ashadha Masa will start, isn't it? So we are in the last month of, or the last part of Grishma Rutu. So after completion of Ashadha Masa, next we will move on to Shravana Masa. It is the beginning of Varsha. Clear? From July 9th onwards, it's the beginning of Ashadha Masa. So it is understood that still we are in Grishma Rutu only. Clear? So Grishma Rutu is the summer season. So let us see the reference. Reference shloka is shloka number 26th one, second line. Grishma Rutu Charya. Tikshnamshu atihi tikshnamshu grishme sankshipativa yat pratyaham kshiyate sleshma tena vayuscha vardate ato asmin patu katu amla vyayama arkakaran tyajet. So here meaning is Tikshnamshu atihi tikshnamshu grishme. So during Grishma Rutu, the intensity of the sun rays get increases. So the sun rays become more penetrating, okay, more powerful. Tikshnamshu atihi tikshnamshu. So here amshu means it indicates the rays. Tikshnamshu atihi tikshnamshu. The sun rays will become more penetrating. Okay, so because of the hot penetrating sun rays, the kapha get reduces in the body. Kshiyate sleshma. Pratyaham kshiyate sleshma. The kapha which is aggravated in Vasanta Rutu, it get reduces in Grishma Rutu because of hot sun rays. Clear? So simultaneously, vayuscha vardate. So simultaneously, it leads to accumulation of Vata dosha in the body. Clear? Tikshnamshu atihi tikshnamshu grishme sankshipativa yat pratyaham kshiyate sleshma tena vayuscha vardate. Clear? Ato. So that's what. So because of this reason, as Vata get accumulates in the body and Kapha get reduces. So that's what in Grishma Rutu, one has to use the food and the drinks which are predominated with patu, katu, and amla. So patu is synonym for salt, salty taste. Okay, patu. Pata is different, patu is different. Pata indicates cloth. In Sanskrit, pata indicates cloth. Patu means it is a Saindava Lavana or Lavana. So during Grishma, one has to use the food and the drinks which are predominated with the patu rasa, that is Lavana rasa, katu, that is a pungent taste, and amla, that is sour taste. Okay, and even one has to avoid the Vyayama karma. So why Vyayama is contraindicated in Grishma Ritu? Because Grishma and Varsha Ritus are Alpa Bala Kalas, isn't it? These two Ritus are Alpa Bala Kala, as we studied in previous shloka. Shite Agrem, Rushti Dharme Alpam. So during Rushti, that is rainy season, and Dharme, that is during Grishma Ritu, the body strength will be very, very low. So that's what in Grishma, even the Maithuna Karma, the sexual intercourse, is also totally contraindicated, because which may leads to Balanash. Clear? So that's what Vyayamam Tejit. Arkakaran Tejit. Arkakaran means one should not expose the body to the hot sun rays. Okay, during Grishma Ritu. So that's what he has used the word Ato Asmin Patu Katu Ambla Vyayama Arkakara. Arka is the synonym for sun. Arka is synonym for Surya. Arkakara means sun rays. Okay. So during Grishma Ritu, even Arkakaran also, that is the sun rays, is also avoided. One should not expose the body to the hot sun rays. Clear? Next, regarding the food and the drinks during Grishma Ritu. Bajet Maduram Evanam Lagu Snigdam Himam Dravam Sushitala Upasikto Ango Lihan Saktun Saha Sharkara. So here meaning is Bajet Maduram Evanam. So during Grishma Ritu, one has to eat Madura Rasatmaka Aharas, which pacifies the Vata dosha. Clear? Bajet Maduram Evanam Lagu Snigdam Himam Dravam. The food and the drink should be light for the digestion. Okay, it should be fatty. Why it is fatty means to give strength to the body. Clear? Himam, it should be cold, and always one has to prefer liquid dietaries in Grishma Ritu, because during Grishma, as the digestive capacity is very poor, okay, because of the Mandagni, to maintain the equilibrium status of the Jataragni, one has to use Lagu, Snigdha, Hima, and Dravagunatmaka Ahara. It should be easy for digestion. It should give cooling effect to the body, and it should be light for the digestion, in the sense liquid dietaries. Okay. Then Sushitala Upasikta Ango Lehat Saktun Saha Sharkara. So one has to consume the Saktu. Saktu means it is a sweet corn flour preparation. See, it is just like a hurna. In Kannada, we call it as a hurna. It is a sweet corn flour preparation. So one has to consume this Saktu along with the Kanda Sharkara after taking bath with cold water. So during Grishma Ritu, one has to take bath with cold water and has to consume the Saktu along with Kanda Sharkara. See, remember, in any of the shloka, if you come across the word Sharkara, always it is understood as Kanda Sharkara. Clear? Same continuation of the Grishma Ritu. Madhyam na peyam. Peyam va swalpam subahu vari va. Anyata shosha shaitilya daha mohan karoti tataha. So here the meaning is, during Grishma Ritu, one has to avoid Madhyapana. So Madhyapana means these are self-generated alcohols. It may be asabaristas or any other such beverages. Okay. Madhyam na peyam. One should not prefer Madhyapana during Grishma Ritu. If he desires for the Madhyapana, then he can drink a very little quantity of alcoholic beverage with more dilution with water. That is Subahu Variva. Vari is synonym for water. Vari is Vari, Apaha, Jala. Okay, these are the synonymous terminologies. Okay, Subahu Vari. Bahu Vari means with more quantity of water, that is more dilution. Anyata means if the person doesn't follow this Rutucharya, then he may suffers with Shofa, Shaitilya, Daha Mohan, Karoti, Tataha. Shofa is, it is a adima or the swelling. Shaitilya is, it is a general body weakness, the looseness of the joint. Okay. Daha is burning sensation all over the body. Clear? And moha is delusions, faintings, or the confusions. So the person may suffers with Shofa Shaitilya, Daha Mohan, Karoti Tataha. Clear? Next, the continuation of the same regarding the food and the drinks. Kundendu Davalam, Shalim Ashniyat, Jangalaihi, Falaihi, Pibet Rasam, Natiganam, Rasalam, Raga, Shadavo, Panakam, Panchasaram, Va, Navamrut Bhajane Stitam, Mocha Chocha, Dalair Yuktam, Samlam, Mrunmaya Shuktibihi, Patala Vasitam, Cha Ambaha, Sa Karapura Sushitalam. So here meaning is, so during afternoon hours, one has to eat the rice. So Kundendu Davalam, Indu is the synonym for moon. Okay, Indu is synonym for the moon. Kundendu Davalam, one has to eat the rice. That is Shali. Shali is right. Shali and Vrihi. Shali and Vrihi are synonymous terminologies which indicates the rice. So one has to eat the boiled rice. Okay, so he gives the simile that it should be white as moonlight. Okay, then along with, so the rice is eaten along with Jangala Mamsa. So Jangala Prani Mamsa means, so Jangala is Trividha Desha, Anupadesha, Jangala Desha, then Sadharana Desha. So here Jangala Mamsa, why Jangala Mamsa is recommended along with the Shali is because Jangala Mamsa is light for the digestion. Clear? So that's what in Grishma Jangala Mamsa is recommended. So Pibet Rasam means, see, I told you, no, Rasa in Patya, always it indicates Mamsa Rasa. So even Mamsa Rasa is also recommended in Grishma Ritu as it is a Agni Deepak. Natiganam is, so the Mamsa Rasa, the meat should not be more thick in nature. So even one can drink Rasala, Raga, Shadava, Panaka and Panchasara. So these are the different syrup preparations which are recommended in Grishma Ritu. Clear? So Panaka, Raga, Shadava, then Rasala, these are the preparations which are prepared out of sweet material, sweet fruits and all. Okay. Panchasara means, so it's a syrup preparation which is prepared out of 5 ingredients. That is Madhu, Karchura, Mrudvika, Parushaka, Sita, Ambasa, Mantova, Panchasarena, Sagruta, Laja, Vastubihi. So it's a shloka which is given in Shushruta Samhita. Okay. Panchasara is, it's a combination of 5 ingredients. That is Draksha, Madhuka, Karjura, Kashmira, that is Parushakan. These are the 5 ingredients which are there in Panchasara. So these are the different syrup preparations which are recommended in Grishma Ritu. So these syrups are drunk along with by adding Mocha Chocha, the layer, the Mocha and Chocha. Mocha is the mango, Chocha is coconut. Okay, by adding the pieces of Mocha and Chocha, one has to drink this syrup preparation. Samlam, Mrunmaya, Shuktibihi. So these are kept in a mud pot or in a conch shell. Patala, Vasita, Cha Ambaha. So along with that, along with these things, one has to drink the water which is processed with Patala. Okay, Patala, Vasitam, Cha ambaha means these are the patala is the fragrant drug. So butter it is processed with, patala is drunk during Grishma Rutu. Sa karpura sushitalam. So along with the camphor. Clear? So along with this syrup preparation, one has to drink the water which is processed with patala and karpura. Okay. Then during night hours, one has to follow this regime in Grishma Rutu. Shashanka Kiranan Bakshan Rajanyam Bakshayen Vibe Sasita Mahisham Kshiram Chandra Nakshatra Shitalam. Shashanka Kiranan Bakshan means, so here one has to eat the food which is white in color. So as per the reference, it is Tali Sadi Vataka. So in commentary, it is particularly recommended as one has to eat Tali Sadi Vataka. But in the other modern textbooks, they are given directly one can eat the fried preparations such as the finger chips. Okay. So that is a Shashanka Kirana. In one commentary, it is stated that any hollow thing, any food item which is having the shape, that particular shape, that is a hollowness in it. Okay, so that is considered as Shashanka Kiranan Bhakshan. So after that, one has to drink the buffalo's milk, okay, along with Kanda Sharkara. Clear? So Sita. Sita is Kanda Sharkara. Sharkara and Sita means it indicates candy sugar. Okay, so candy sugar is white in color, isn't it? The color of the candy sugar is white. So Sita basically which indicates white color, transparency, clear. Okay, so Sita means, so here the buffalo's milk is drunk along with the Kanda Sharkara. Sita Mahisham Kshiram Chandra Nakshatra Shitalam, under the moonlight on the terrace. Clear? Then Madhyanacharya in Grishma Rutu. Okay, the Grishma Rutu Madhyanacharya, sloka number 33rd one, continuation of the same. Grishma Rutu Charya. So it's regarding the afternoon regime during summer season. Abrankasha Mahatshala Talarudda Ushna Rashmishu Vaneshu Magavi Slista Draksha Stabuka Shaleshu Sugandhihima Paniya Sichamana Patalike Kayamane Chitechuta Pravala Fala Lumbibihi Kadalidala Kalhara Mrunala Kamalotpalaihi Komalaihi Kalpite Talpe Hasat Kusuma Pallave Madhyandine Arkataparkaha Swapyat Dharagruhe Atava Pustastri Stanahasta Asya Pravruta Ushira Varini. So here the meaning is, so in the daytime, especially in the afternoon hours, one has to spend the time in a thick forest. Okay, in a thick forest which are having the tall trees such as Shala, Shala, Tala, so which avoids the entry of hot sun rays. So in such a forest, one has to spend the afternoon hours. Okay, so where there will be no direct infiltration of the hot sun rays. In such a forest, one has to spend the time. So in such a forest, one has to reside in a hut. Kayamana. Kayamana means the hut which is prepared out of the tusha or the grass. Okay, so the house or the hut which are covered with branches of different flowers and the grapes. That is Vaneshu. Vana is the forest. Magavi Slista, Draksha Stabuka. Draksha and Stabuka, these are the creepers. So the house which is surrounded by the branches of such creepers such as Draksha and Stabuka. Clear? And even the chambers or the hut which is covered by the sheets of the cloth which is spreading the perfumated scented water. Okay, so in such an hut one has to spend the afternoon hours. So in such a kayamana, in such a hut, one has to sleep on the bed which is prepared out of the soft banana leaves or which is spread with the petals of the lotus. Okay. Kadalidala, Kalhara, Mrunala, Kamalotpalahi, Komalahi. One should sit or one should sleep on the soft bed, which is made up of the banana leaves and which is spread with the petals of lotus. Okay. Kalpite, Talpe, Has, Kusuma Pallave. Okay, which are so where the flowers and the petals of the lotus are spread in on such a bed, one has to spend the afternoon hours. Madhyam dine arka tapartaha swapyat dharagrabhe. So in the absence of such a facility, one can spend the afternoon hours in chambers which are made cooled by artificial fountains. That is dharagraha. So dharagraha means the artificial means which indicates the rooms which are made cool by artificial fountains. Okay, so dharagraha, artificial fountains are one more thing is pusta stri stana hasta asya pravruta ushira varinihi. So ushira vari is the cold water. Okay, ushira vari is the cold water. So here it indicates that so even one can reside in the chamber which are made cool by the artificial fountains, such as the female statues which are emerging the water from their breast, hand, or the mouth. So in such a chamber which are made cool by artificial fountains, in such a chamber one has to spend the afternoon hours. Clear? Next comes the last point is the Ratri Charya during Grishma. So in Grishma, the night regime is sloka number 37th one. Nishakara Kara Kirnehi Sauda Pruste Nishasu Cha Asanaha. So one has to sit on the terrace under the moon rays during night hours. Okay. Then to get rid from the exertion due to heat of day, okay, to get relief from the exertion of the heat of the daytime, one has to do these following things. That is, swastha chittasya chandanardrasya malinah nivruddha kamatantrasya susukshma tanu vasasaha jala ardra stala runtani vistrutaha padmini putaha utkshepaschа mrudu utshepa jalavarshi himanina karpura mallika mala haraha harichandana manohara kala alapaha shishavaha sarika shuka mrunala valaya kanta protfulla kamalojjvala jangama iva padminyo haranti dahita klamaha. So it's regarding the night regime. Okay, it's regarding the night regime. So in the Grishma Ritu, one should spend that time, or one should stay on the terrace under the moonlight. Okay, then the tiredness of the heat of the Grishma during daytime is get relieved by Chandanardrasya Malinaha, by applying the body with the paste of Chandana, that is sandalwood. It gives relief from the exertion. Malinaha, wearing the garlands. Okay, so do get relief from the tiredness. One has to apply the body with the paste of Chandana, that is sandalwood. One can wear the garlands. Okay, one has to avoid the sexual intercourse, that is a Nivruddha Kamatantrasya. Because during Grishma Ritu, because of the Alpabala, Maithuna is totally contraindicated. So that's what one has to avoid, even the sexual activities. Then Susukshma Tanu Vasasam. So one has to wear the clothing which are very light in nature. Okay, thin and light clothing should be worn during Grishma Ritu. Then one has to use the leaves of tala or other such leaves for fanning. Okay, that is Jala Ardra Stala Runtani Vistruta Padmini Putaha. So one can use these leaves, the big size leaves, for fanning purpose. Utkshepaschya Mrudu Utshepa Jala Varsha Himanila. One has to sit nearby the water reservoirs or the waterfalls, which gives cooling effect to the body. Clear? Then Karpura Mallika Mala Hara. One can use the garlands. One can wear the garlands which are prepared out of Karpura and Mallika, that is camphor and the jasmine flower. Harichandanaha. Harichandanaha means the garlands which are prepared out of sandalwood. Then the melodious voice of the children. Okay, the melodious voice of the children are the myna bird or the parrot, which gives pleasure to the mind and which gives relief from the exhaustion of the Grishma, that is Manohara Kala Alapa Shishavaha Sarika Shukaha. Sarika is the myna bird, Shuka is parrot. So the melodious voice of children are the myna or the parrot, which gives relief during Grishma Ritu. Clear? Even one can have the accompany of the lady, that is Mrunala Valaya Kantaha. Mrunala Valaya Kantaha means one has to have the company of wife, that is a bharya or a lady who is wearing the bangles which are made up of the stalk of the lotus. That is Mrunala Valaya Kantaha, fruitful Kamalojwalaha, who is beautiful just like bloomed lotus flower. So one has to have company of such a woman, which gives relief from the tiredness of Grishma Ritu. Jangama iva padminyo haranti dhaita klama. Klama is the exertion. Okay, klama is the exertion which is caused by the hot sun rays of Grishma during daytime, which are get relieved by these kind of activities. Clear? Clear?